The older you get, the more you realize how happenstance has helped to determine your path through life. Mr. Bean is essentially a child trapped in the body of a man. All cultures identify with children in a similar way. So he has this bizarre global outreach. But I always feel that whatever I do, I could do better. I suppose it is perfectionism. I have to say that I've always believed perfectionism is more of a disease than a quality. I do try to go with the flow, but I can't let go. You're about as useful as a one-legged man at an arse-kicking contest. People think because I can make them laugh on the stage, I'll be able to make them laugh in person. That isn't the case at all. I am essentially a rather quiet, dull person who just happens to be a performer. To criticize a person for their race is manifestly irrational and ridiculous, but to criticize their religion, that is a right. That is a freedom. The clear problem of the outlawing of insult is that too many things can be interpreted as such. Criticism, ridicule, sarcasm, merely stating an alternative point of view to the orthodoxy, can be interpreted as insult. I think I have an inner confidence that my tastes are pretty simple, that what I find funny finds a wide audience. I'm not particularly intellectual or clever or minority-focused in my creative instincts. And I'm certainly not aware of suppressing more sophisticated ambitions. But, actually, so many of the clerics that I've met, particularly the Church of England clerics, are people of such extraordinary smugness and arrogance and conceitedness who are extraordinarily presumptuous about the significance of their position in society. Monty Python crowd, half of them came from Cambridge. And half of them came from Oxford. But, there seems to be this jewel. This sort of two-headed tradition of doing comedy, of doing sketches, and that kind of thing. There is always that age-old thing about England and America being divided by a common language. You think that because we speak English, and you speak English, that you're bound to understand and like everything that we do. And of course you don't. Not so much in Canada, but certainly in the US, as I'm sure you know, money is all, and if they can get another 26 programs of the same thing, even though it advances the culture or those actors' careers not at all, it doesn't matter. Of course, some would say if you have a performing inclination, then you should become a lawyer. That's a platform we use, or a priest. You know, anywhere you lecture and pontificate to people. Confronting a stadium audience, you can't see the whites of their eyes. It's just an amorphous mass of noise and, of course, you can't see the alleged billions watching at home either, so the degree to which you are intimidated is quite low.